Hello. Let's start standing with a shoulder warm-up. Windshield wipe your arms across your chest. Right arm on top and then left arm on top. Nice big swings. You can go ahead and loosen up by shifting the weight side to side. Torso rotation, pivot at the hips. Let your arms slap against your body. Heel peels off the mat. Right and left side. Over the head and in front of the chest, big swings here. Just one arm, big circles forward and big circles back. And other side. Big circles forward, big circles back. Hip circles. Lift your right leg, make a big circle here, stirring your femur in your hip socket. And then don't forget the other side. Groin stretch. Separate your feet wide like a sumo squat. Pry your thighs open, look over your shoulder, small bounces. Lunge warm-up. Start with an assisted stance. Your left foot forward and your right leg back. Bend both knees and drop down. Activate the inner thighs. Keep your belly tight, shoulders over hips. Do 5 more on your own. Step your feet wide like sumo squat stance and find a nice deep squat. Your toes turn out, little bounces, inner arches lift, hips way back. Assisted lunge on the other side. Just turn and face the back of your mat. Separate your feet wide, bend your knees, knee tracks underneath the hip, inner thighs activate. And step the foot forward. Reverse lunge. Do 5 on your own. Now pivot here, sumo squat to your lunge. Sumo squat to lunge. Stay low, bend the knees, pivot on the feet. And last one. 3 breaths at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach, and exhale down through heart center. Inhale, slow down your breathing. Exhale, ground yourself through the floor. Last inhale. Exhale, find chair for cat-cow. Hips back, hands to the top of the thighs. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round and pull belly in. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, round down. 2 more on your own. After your last breath, fold forward, ragdoll. Feet hip distance apart, belly tight. Release your lower back and just let your arms dangle. Maybe you can sway side to side. Downward dog. Both hands down, step your feet back into a down dog, and pedal out your heels. Bend your knees a lot and focus more on opening up the chest. Down dog to plank position. Inhale to high plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale to down dog and bend the knees a lot. Inhale forward to plank, exhale, down dog with bent knees. 3 more on your own. Baby cobra. Inhale to high plank, lower all the way down to the mat, hands by your rib cage. Inhale, head and chest lift, and exhale, lower. Each inhale, belly pulls in tight to prepare, and each exhale, just release. Try to use very little pressure in your hands. On your next one, press back up to a child's pose. Knees wide, hips to heels. Reach your fingertips far forward and open up your chest. Down dog, foot tap. Curl your toes under, hips to the sky, downward dog. On your inhale, go to plank. Exhale, touch right hand to left foot. Inhale to plank, left hand to right foot. Inhale to plank, touch your opposite foot, back and forth, 4 more on your own. Vinyasa. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Three-legged dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Small pulses. Squeeze your glute at the top. Toes point down to the ground. Open up your hip and roll out your ankle. Kneeling press, 8 of them. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Drop your right knee down to the ground. Find a tall kneeling position and grab your dumbbell. Left hand on dumbbell. Exhale, press overhead. Exhale, lower to rack. Elbow tracks forward on the way up and forward on the way down. Your right leg on the floor is pivoted at a 45-degree angle so that you have more stability. Kneeling press on the other side. Switch your legs. Your left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Right hand on dumbbell. Exhale, press. Exhale, lower. Do 4 more. Bear pose. Move the dumbbell off the side of the mat. Place both hands down underneath your chest. Shoulders over wrists. Knees under hips. Curl your toes under and brace your core. Lift your knees off the mat about 2 to 3 inches. Hold here. You can release down and lift back up to bear. Release down and back up to bear. Do a few more on your own. Plank drag. Knees to the mat. Right hand dumbbell to the right side, left hand dumbbell to the left side. You're dragging the bell, pulling it off the mat, and transitioning it from armpit to armpit. It's always under the chest with your hands in front of the dumbbell. Plank toe tap. Find a plank position. Knees off the floor, quads flex. Tap your right foot to the right side and left foot to the left side. Do 8. Twisted T plank. Find side plank and then transition to your other side plank. Back and forth 8 times. Keep your hand under your shoulder, your hips in line with heels and chest. Activate the inner thighs to squeeze your legs together, which helps keep your hips high in side plank. This is getting you accustomed to having weight in just one arm in the windmill position. Do 2 more. Three-legged dog. Press back to a downward dog. Pedal it out. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Small pulses. Your toes point down to the ground. Squeeze your glute. Little pulse for 3. Pulse 2. And 1. On your exhale, open the hip. Roll out your ankle. Dragon step. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Left foot outside left hand. And back into plank position. Again, step foot outside hand, back into plank position, maybe with a downward dog in between. Do one more, and come up to the front of the mat. Take a sip of water if you need it. We'll meet here for 3 breaths together. On your inhale, full breath, eyes look up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Take a seat. Inhale to lift, and exhale, find chair. Last inhale, full breath. Exhale, take a seat and hold. Chair twist. Twist towards your right side. Left hand on right thigh, right hand behind the back. Look over the shoulder, belly tight, and switch to the other side. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take a seat. Eyes look up. Long spine, belly tight, and fold forward, ragdoll. Just like before, bend your knees a lot. Allow your hands to go limp. Sway side to side. Child's pose. Step your feet back, drop to your knees go wide, hips to heels, uncurl the toes, and try to deepen the chest stretch. Kneeling windmill, 8 of them. Step your left foot forward. Pivot your right foot so it's at a 45-degree angle. Grab the dumbbell with the left hand, press, hold. Place the right palm down on the mat. Exhale to come up. Your eyes look up at the weight the entire time. Your right hand touches the floor underneath the shoulder, away from your knee. You're trying to stack wrist under shoulder. Here it is from the front. I'm moving my hand substantially away from my knee. I want to stack the hip over knee, shoulder over hand, like building the foundation of a house. All of the pillars need to be straight vertical. Kneeling windmill on the other side. Do 8. Transition the dumbbell into your right hand and step your right foot forward. Your left leg turns at a 45-degree. You press, eyes look up, and then left hand touches the mat. You're always looking at the weight that's over your head, ensuring that you know where the ground is without looking at it. Do 2 more. Plank drag. Place the bell down in the middle of the mat, bring your hands in front of it, and step back to a plank position. Right hand to right side, left hand to left side. Switch the weight from side to side of your mat, keeping your hips low and level. Drive your heels back, pull your kneecaps up, and engage your core. Child's pose. Knees wide, hips to heels. Slow breathing. Inhale up to C curve. Swing your feet forward and take a seat on the middle of your mat. Bend your knees and place the bottoms of your feet to the floor. Hands under your thighs, or you can grab your dumbbell in both hands. Extend the arms forward, and you can rest the dumbbell on your shins. C curve, lower pelvis tilts. Inhale, back up to a tall seated, and exhale, back into your C curve. Challenge, can you extend the arms and hover the bell. Do 4 more. Now slowly lower, even slower. Teeny tiny slow. You're not on the ground yet. Hold it. And release. Nice job. Press. Grab the dumbbell in your left hand. Bend your left knee and extend your right leg flat. Your right arm is at a 45-degree angle from your body. Each exhale is to press the bell away from your chest. Turkish Get Up press. Push down with both heels. Come up to your right elbow. Eyes look at the dumbbell. Roll all the way back down. Come up to your elbow and roll back down. Come up to your elbow and roll back down. Press with both feet equally. On your next one, come up to your elbow and push into the palm. Go back down at elbow and up to palm. Do 4 like this. Come up to the palm hold. Lift the hips. Drive into both feet. Hips rise and hips lower. Lift and lower the hips 4 times on your own. Lift the hips and hold. Transition the right knee down to the ground in your kneeling windmill. Now push into your feet and hand, lift the hips, and lower back to the ground. Do this transition 4 times on your own. Your eyes look up, and all of the weight is in your left foot and your right hand. When you're ready, come back to the elbow and come all the way down to the ground. Press on the other side. Lower the dumbbell, move it around the head, never across the face. Right hand has the dumbbell. Left leg is long and extended. Left palm is away from the body at a 45-degree angle. Do 8 presses. On your next one, press and hold. Come up to your left elbow and roll back down. Do 4 like this. Your eyes look up. Both feet have weight. The right foot pushes and the left heel really digs in. Come up to the palm and back to the elbow. 4 like this. On your next one, lift the hips and lower the hips. Push into your right foot and your left hand equally. Lift the hips and transition the knee under you. You're in your kneeling position. Transition back, booty down. Do 4 on your own. Right foot, left hand does the majority of the work. Eyes always look up. When you're ready, take a seat, come down to the elbow, and roll all the way down. Ab prep. Lower your dumbbell off the side of the mat. Place both feet on the floor, your hands to the top of your thighs. On your exhale, head and chest lift. Slide your fingertips towards the kneecaps. Each exhale, crunch up and try to reach the tips of your kneecaps with your fingers. 3 more. Hold here for 3, 2, and release. Crunch twist. Elbows are wide. Lift the right shoulder, turn to the left, and roll down. Exhale, lift the left shoulder, turn to the right, and come down. Do 4 more. And last one, hip raise. Place your palms down by your hips. Press through the heels, squeeze the glutes, and hips lift in line with the knees. Do 4 more. Really drive from your heels and feel your hamstrings flex. Last one. Hold. Single leg hip raise. Your left leg to tabletop and small pulses. Drive down through your right heel. Squeeze right glute for 3, 2, and switch. Small pulses. Your hands are here to help press. And when you're done, roll your spine down. Legs come to tabletop. Rock and roll up 3 times. Finding balance at the top. Cross your ankles, take a seat, water break. The rest of the class gets a little bit more intermediate. Know that you can always modify with your dumbbell and using all the modifications from the first half of the class. Bear press. Come up into tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, curl the toes under, and hold here. Now lift your knees off, pause, belly is tight, hold 3, hold 2, and lower the knees down. Turn your fingertips in towards each other so the elbows can go wide to the side. Bend the elbows and lower the chest. This is your press. Do one more, and then find bear pose, knees lift, now add the press. 3, 2, and 1, downward facing dog. Send your hip bones to the sky, pedal out your heels. Hop both feet outside your hands, hip thrust, and hop both feet back. 8 of them. We're building up some cardio, elevating the heart rate. Can you do 4 more? 3 more. 2 more. And last one, hop both feet outside hands, press, kettlebell, standing position. 8. Grab the bell with your left hand and bring it between your feet. Know that you can always modify some things, but for the Turkish Get Up, you will have to use one hand for a lot of this. Rack it on the left side. Exhale, press bell overhead. Exhale, back to rack. Elbows travel forward on the way up and forward on the way down. It's important to stack the bell over the shoulder so your bicep is in line with your ear. 4 more. Exhale, rack. Reverse lunge. Scoop the bell up with your opposite hand. Step your right leg back. Bend your knee, lower into your lunge, and come up. This is your modified version of a lunge, but can you step your foot forward and then step all the way back into the lunge? 3 more. Nice job. Press on the other side. Stack your hands, flip the bell into the right arm rack. Exhale, press. Notice that in rack position, elbow comes down, elbow always moves forward, weight stacks over the shoulder. 2 more. And reverse lunge. Scoop the bell with your opposite hand. Step your left leg back to the lunge. You can modify like this with the assisted lunge, or you can go for a full reverse lunge. You step your foot forward and step your foot back. Inner thighs activate to keep you balanced. Overhead reverse lunge. We'll do 4 on the left arm first. Press and hold. Right leg steps back and steps forward. Your eyes look at the bell the entire time. Your right knee can rest on the ground in between. This is the first step of our Turkish Get Up from the top down. Do 2 more. Watch your bell. Nice job. Step forward and switch sides. Press on the right hand. Left leg steps back, all the way back until your knee rests on the floor. Then step forward. The bell is going to wobble, so you want to keep your eyes on it. 2 more. And last one. Kneeling windmill. We'll do 4. Switch the bell over to the left hand. Press and hold it. Step your right leg back, knee down. Pivot the back foot at a 45-degree angle. Right hand to the ground, eyes look up. Exhale, come back to your kneeling position and back to your windmill. Do 3 more. Unpivot the foot, curl the toes under, step forward to a standing position. Windmill on the other side. Switch, right hand press, left leg reverse lunge, knee down. Pivot the back foot. I'm going to show you from this front angle. My back foot is at a 45-degree. Hand taps the mat and exhale up. Left hand finds the floor without me looking down. I want to look up at the bell that's over my head. Nice job. Curl the toes under. Step forward. Rack the bell. Alternate hand exchange or 2-handed swing. Do 20 of them. Keep the bell close to the inner thighs. Hinge at the hips by pressing your hips back and pulling your belly in tight. Bell can lift to chest height. You should be halfway there. Can you do 5 more? Rack the bell on the left side. Turkish Get Up, top down. Press and hold. Step right leg back, knee down. Pivot the back foot. Right hand to the ground, eyes up. Step your foot through, sit down. Elbow down. Roll down. Nicely done. Crisscross abs. Lower the bell off the left side of your mat. Now grab it with both hands and roll it around your head, never across your face. Leave it on the right side of your mat. Left leg into tabletop, hands wide, elbow to opposite knee, head and shoulder lift, lower spine down, exhale to switch. 5 more. Last one, and roll up. Legs come into tabletop, spinal rock, forward and back. Come on up, take a seat, and get some water. We'll move on to Turkish Get Up, top down, on the other side. When you're ready, bring your bell to the front of the mat. Rack it in your right hand. Press and hold. Step your left leg back, knee down. Pivot the back leg at a 45-degree angle. Left hand down, eyes up. Kick through and take a seat. Elbow down. Roll down. Nice job. Lower the bell and drop it off the right side of your mat. Turkish Get Up, bottom up. Roll the bell around your head, never across the face, onto the left side. Grab it with the left hand. Right leg extends long, right arm aside from the body, and press. Come up to your elbow and hold. Come up to your palm and hold. Lift your hips and kick your leg back under you, knee down. Come up to a tall kneeling position. Curl your toes under and step forward. Nice job. Top down. Right leg steps back, knee down. Leg pivots at a 45, hand down. Leg kicks through, hip down. Elbow down. Roll down. Nice job. Lower the bell. Roll it around your head to the other side. This is the Turkish Get Up bottoms up, now with our right hand. Your left leg is going to be long. Left arm out at the body. Press and hold. Exhale up to elbow. Hold. Up to palm. Hold. Press into both feet, lift the hips, and kick through. Knee down. Come up, tall kneeling position. Curl your toes under. Stand tall. Turkish Get Up, top down. Now we reverse it. Press and hold. Left leg steps back, knee down. Pivot the back foot. Left hand down. Transition, kick through, hip down. Elbow down. Roll down. Nicely done. Lower the kettlebell and just windshield wipe your knees side to side. Take a moment here. Relish in your success. Way to go. Bridge. Place both feet on the floor. Press through the hands. Lift the hips, interlace your fingers, and drive down with the palms. This is countering the shoulder rotation. Squeeze your glutes. Hold for 2, 1, and release. Separate your hands, roll your hips down, bend your knees, and you can catch your ankles in your hands. Your legs are wide, your feet over your knees, and rock side to side. We're moving nice and slow now for our cool down. Imprinting the spine. Figure 4. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Left arm reaches between and grab your thigh or your shin. Keep your head and shoulders on the ground. Exhale, bend the elbows and pull. Spine twist. Drop your legs over to the right side. Look left. When you're ready, inhale to come up, switch legs. Right arm goes between, pull the left shin in. Head and shoulders stay down. Each exhale, bend the arms and pull. When you're ready, spine twist. Drop the knees over to the left, eyes look right. On your inhale, lift your legs. Rock and roll, come up to a seated position. Place your hands on your thighs for circles. Inhale, the chest comes forward. Exhale, swing around the back. Do a few in this direction, and then a few in the other direction. Side body stretch. Center yourself. Inhale, right arm reaches. Look under the armpit. And switch to the left side. Inhale, left arm reaches. Deltoid stretch. Swing your arms in front of your chest, cross your right arm in front, hook with your left elbow and hold. When you're ready, switch to the other side. When you're ready, tricep stretch. Right elbow to the sky, catch it with your left hand. Press your head back so that your chin is parallel to the floor. When you're ready, other side. And release. You did such a good job today learning a new skill. I hope to see you again soon.